I'm Prashant, and this is weekly reading for Sun, Moon, Venus rising in Capricorn. This is a generic read, so please take all those messages that resonate with you and leave everything else behind. And if this reading does happen to connect with you, there is an extended to it. The link for that extension is below in the description box. I hope you like the reading. And if you do, please do like, subscribe and share. That would be very helpful. So Capricorn, how are you doing? Month of December, how are you feeling? Hopefully you're able to connect to like some sort of holiday spirits. For some of you, even your birthdays will be approaching. Happy birthday to all of those. Hopefully you have a great time, great holiday time period that's left. I mean, whatever 2020 you can salvage if it was a tough year for you, and if it was a great year for you, then maybe some sort of gratitude. That would be like a fun segment. Alright, Capricorn, let's focus on the question on your mind. Take a deep breath and let everything else go. Just that question on your mind, and maybe this reading has an answer for you. Let's see what's going on. Two of Swords. So either inner conflict or you have an argument going on with someone. What's the issue or blockage about it? So Queen of Chalice is being completely grounded or balanced. It's like you might be following a thought in your mind, and the other person has like complete opposite sides. So yeah, ergo conflict, but the difference in opinion is also because in this moment the emotions are not fully calm or stable. So that what I'm trying to say is that the seemingly far difference in opinion that's creating that conflict, in a balanced environment, it would not have happened the same way. Past situations, Four of Emperor. So it's in either like a very organized structure. So Emperor is like a strong authoritative institution, like an organized environment, or you yourself are like a very authoritative, not from a negative perspective, but like you are able to take decisions for yourself. And that seemingly, because of difference in opinion, that is clashing right now with someone else. Mind's ambition, Three of Swords. So getting past that deception or the pain after that conflict is basically Three of Swords. So getting past that is your mind's ambition. So it's getting closer towards this Queen of Chalices, which is like troubled emotional water. So let's see what else going on. Heart's Desire, Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands is like finding creative outburst. Also, it now seems really like going in some sort of flow. So it's like Emperor is all about institutive or like a systemized way. Like a lot of us have followed similar sort of like an academic structure to get into like undergrads and then masters and then try to like be successful out there. And being successful is like being successful in an established field which has a set path as to how you grow. Eight of Wands is all about finding that creative outburst within yourself, and that now is clashing with the systemized way of finding security. This creative outburst within yourself doesn't align with that, and that's what's creating that conflict, the troubled emotional water. This is the pain now. You're talking about pain about deciding, should you release that old security, or should you take a chance with this creative outburst that you're experiencing? Eight of Wands is that abundance. So it's like whenever most of us can think about an imaginary thought, so most of us can come up with an initial idea of it. But Eight of Wands is all about finding like the major chunk of the body, like in terms of the idea. Not just starting of the inception, also like how the architecture of that inception looks like, the dream, like how it looks like in creation. It's like, think about if you're writing or if you're painting. The initial design is easy to achieve, but then going through the middle part where you're trying to now formulate and give it solid strength, that's the hard part. And you're seemingly getting that sort of outburst, that sort of creative outburst, where you have like, on, if not fully formed, like close to fully formed creative decisions or creative, like these thoughts coming in your mind, maybe about painting, creating music, dance, acting, even like writing. It's worth sharing your thoughts. A lot of people have found their ability to share thoughts like remotely this year, so that has increased and progressed like the kind of communication we have been having. So that's also like, it could be pointing towards that. It's all about a like tangential environment. In a secured environment, you have a predefined structure, you have like decisions given from top to down, and people follow that according to the hierarchy. In a creative environment, you more or less are your own in charge. You more or less are supposed to realize what you're supposed to create it, and then share it. And then understand its value while sharing it. So that two seemingly very different environments is what's creating that emotional instability, with Queen of Wands being blocked by this conflict in your mind about releasing that old, and the pain that would come along with it for a momentarily being, where you might have to even go through financial instability. Future situations. Hierophant. So Hierophant is finding that connection between mind and heart, where if your heart feels fearful, the mind would give it time, give it patience, try to find ways to calm it down. And when the heart feels excited, the mind at the same time doesn't let it like get overbloated. It's like finding the right balance with your emotions and your thoughts, and not letting your thoughts get accelerated or deflated by the emotions that you're experiencing. That's where Hierophant is, where you hold the keys for your mind and heart. Like, see, over here, the two keys. You're truly holding the keys to your mind and heart. And then you're a master of it, and not just for yourself, you can even guide people around. That crown on your forehead, you can guide people around. So that seems to be a transitional process from the old number 4 card Emperor to the number 5 Hierophant, where your mind and heart are truly together. It often happens where we're following a set path that our mind, because of the same continuity of like the daily activities, can seemingly get dull, choose to refrain from like dreaming completely, and that those controlled dreams, stuck up dreams, slowly and slowly start discontenting and dissatisfying the person living that life. The speed of it depends the kind of ambitions you had when you set out with that secure abundance. Now, that situation is what's represented by this emotional conflict and the pain afterwards of releasing an old, and then it would have an emotional like instability, and then you have to balance that to find this Hierophant stage. Let's see suggested advice. 9 of Coins. Context for this advice. 10 of Chalices. So following your heart and your ambitions actually would take you to more abundance, and even if you are looking for a relationship or a steady partnership, that will also come your way. It's just going through this release of an old way of approaching your life, old way of creating financial security, where you slowly started suffocating your own dreams and you just became a dull machine. Shift from that to this, using this Eight of Wands, this creative outburst, expressing yourself, allowing your mind to truly feel the heart and be able to express it with words, with music, with colors, with drawing. Whatever allows you to feel present and relaxed, only then you can truly shift towards finding emotional calmness and a connection between mind and heart that allows you to master it. A master of mind and heart is what a hierophant is, because that person is truly stable and present in all moments and can guide people around. So this transformation process, during the process, will bring you more abundance. It's just you have to believe, re-believe in your ambitions. So 9 of Coins is reminding towards rethinking about your ambitions and the luxury you can achieve. And 10 of Chalices is even pointing towards a steady relationship or a love relationship that you were hoping for. Hopes and fears, 7 of Wands, growing past your competition and potential outcome. Page of Chalices. So Page of Chalices is looking outwards for emotional stability, for emotional support during this transformative time period. The essence of that support, if you want to translate to yourself, is just truly believing that you can go through this time period. If you think about it from this way, that if when you were a kid and you had like an injury or something, or if you had like a bad exam or something, like think of a bad memory and think then of your parent helping you guide through the tough time, trying to tell you everything would pass, and then you eventually were able to do that. Seeking outward that emotional support is in a way looking for that parent figure again to allow you to pass through this time period. That's great if that's possible, but it won't allow you to become a hierophant. It won't allow you to truly believe in your creative potential and explore it, because then the other person would have controlling interest in your creative potential. Even if not intentionally, unconsciously, they might end up creating a controlling interest in your creativity. So for you to reach this abundance, for you to reach that stable relationship, love relationship, or steady partnership, you have to do this journey by yourself. It might seem daunting only because you have not done something like this before, like something following your heart, following your creative desires. In the past, you had ambitions when you set out for that steady job, but those ambitions kept getting suffocated and squished down by like it's the imbalance of the effort put in and the output received. In a creative environment that shifts because your uniqueness of your mind to interpret it heart's feelings is what's expressed, and that expression, it by itself is unique. It's like diamond in the rough. So can you start expressing that? So hypothetically now, if you release that old, during the time when you feel emotionally turbulent, when you feel reaching out to someone else, when you feel that desire for an emotional support, just try to reimagine that old self of the young self of yours, who went through that turbulent time period and the parent allowed you to guide. Just bring back that memory of your parent and use that memory to allow you to go through those tough time periods or dark time periods without support. That would decrease your requirement to get validated for every emotion that comes to you. Becoming a hierophant, becoming a master of mind and heart is truly allowing your mind to understand all the emotions your heart generates, not disvalidating a single one of them. And once you truly start understanding all your emotions, that's where the Eight of Wands, the creative outbursts, would truly make you unique. Because your understanding, your expression of your feelings is truly belongs to yourself. And that's what brings abundance and future relationships attracted towards you. So Capricorn, seek that patience, seek that inner parent within yourself and make this journey. Believe you can do it. Believe there are great things on the other side. Capricorn, I hope this reading resonated with you, and if it did, there is an extended. In the extended, I would further look at messages from the animal spirit and wisdom of oracle regarding how to make this transformative journey. If you would like to join me there, the link for that is below in the description box. Capricorn, I hope you liked the reading, and if you did, please do like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for joining me, and have an amazing week.